Good evening. Welcome to yet another episode of Singing Sunday brought to you by the Jurong Church of Christ. My name is Paul Goh. All right, you will notice that this evening we actually have a new format or new platform. And in fact, from this year onwards, we will be actually streaming Singing Sunday and along with other programs of ours through the YouTube channel. Okay, and of course, yes, almost forgot. Yes, Happy New Year. This is the second day of 2022, and I hope that this second day has gotten off to a great start for you. Right. So this evening, okay, we will be looking at hymn number 923, taken from the Praise for the Lord hymnal, edited by John P. Wiegand, 923, and it's entitled Give Thanks. All right, so I thought that this would be an appropriate song to begin the 2022, even as we ended 2021, also on the theme of giving thanks. So I thought we'll just begin the year 2022 with Thanksgiving, right? So, and I also decided to kind of like swap the order around by looking at the lyrics first. Okay, so give thanks, and the composer as well as the songwriter is Henry Smith. Okay, and this particular version that we are singing is arranged by Reid Lancaster. Okay, so it's just one big verse. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because he's given Jesus Christ, his Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the sick say, I am whole. Let the bound say, I am free, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Certainly a very simple message, and yet is behind it a very powerful message taken from the Bible. And we want to give thanks to the Lord because indeed, as Paul wrote in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ. And indeed, Christ gives us the strength to see us through the biggest of storms, and of course, above all, for the hope of salvation. All right, and now we shall sing the hymn.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the sick say, I am whole. Let the bound say, I am free, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks.
Amen. Indeed, such a beautiful and yet simple writing. Okay, so as mentioned, this hymn is written and composed by Henry Smith. Now, the interesting thing about Henry Smith is that he's actually legally blind. And apparently it was at this period of his time that he penned this. And certainly, it encapsulates the idea that yes, even in our weakness, we are made strong. Certainly reminds us of what Paul mentioned in 2 Corinthians, right? Where he talks about the thorn in the flesh that he prayed thrice for the Lord to take away from him. Okay, and yet that is exactly what God told him. My grace is sufficient for thee, and in weakness I'm made strong. All right, so this hymn, okay, as you can see, it's written in the key of G. Okay, key of G. All right, so there is F sharp. Okay, and the do, the triangle note, okay, is on the note of G. Okay, G major. Right, the range is, I guess, kind of normal. Maybe a little bit more challenging for the basses. Okay, because you do go down to a G. Okay, over here. And the sopranos, you have a relatively easy time. Okay, the highest note is a D, okay, which is pretty much very much manageable for most, if not all. Right, the tenors, okay, you have a little bit of challenge over here going up to an E, okay, although it's just for pretty briefly. Okay, and it's at it kind of allows you to build up, okay, as you have a whole string of D's over there leading up to the E. Okay, so it tends to be a little bit easier, as your voice is already poised and prepared for that. Okay. All right. So in terms of the time signature, okay, it's the quite usual 4/4, quite common 4/4, right? Simple 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And tempo-wise, as you have heard, it's moderately fast. Okay, typically probably about 100, closer to 100 to about 130. Again, as we've mentioned on previous occasions, quite dependent on the acoustics of the auditorium that you're in, okay, or location that you're in. Okay, but in general, yeah, this hymn is generally taken on the faster side. All right. Now, in terms of technical, or rather the mood, okay, as the lyrics mention, right? So it kind of reminds us of what John, the Apostle John, wrote. We love him because he first loved us. Indeed, as expressed by Henry Smith, especially towards end. Give thanks because he's given Jesus Christ, his son. And of course, we know that is the epitome of God's love for us, right? John 3:16, again, a very familiar verse to all of us. Okay, in terms of technical aspects, not too complicated. Sorry about that. Okay, other than probably most notable, okay, is the accidental in the both the altos and the bass. Okay, not because it's an accidental per se, okay, but because of the way that it's written, in the kind of a more contemporary style. Okay. Okay. Other than that, it's pretty much straightforward. That in terms of rhythm, okay, not much complexity, and of course, all the parts are basically written in the same rhythmic pattern, okay, in parallel. Okay. All right. So let us dive into the parts themselves. Okay, sopranos. Do, mi. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ His Son. Yes. Right. So again, well, as if you notice the notes, it's kind of not that typical, again because of the more contemporary flavor, right? But then it's very catchy, right? So after a few times, even if this hymn is new to you, okay, you should be able to get the melody, right? Just want to highlight, and of course this applies to everyone in the sense the rhythmic pattern is pretty much It's the same. Okay, over here, especially also for the song leaders to take note, okay, but there's a tendency, or rather because of the previous motives, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, but this one over here, okay, it's only a minim plus a quaver, right? So whereas a dotted minim, right, is actually a minim plus a crotchet, okay, or 2 quavers. Okay, but this is just a minim plus a quaver, right? So it's a little bit shorter, right? And then you have your because it's given, right? So there's a tendency for us to drag that third give thanks a little bit too long, right? So it's give thanks because it's given. Okay, so give thanks 2, 3 because he's given Jesus Christ his son. Yeah, and so on and so forth, right? And this happens on a couple of occasions. Okay, just for everybody to take note. Okay, so one more time, the soprano. Oh me. 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ His Son. Yes. All right. And of course, in the PowerPoint, okay, for the sake of the flow, the PowerPoint creators have decided to just basically make another slide. All right, but if you are looking at the hymn book itself, okay, this is actually written in the repeat signs, okay, which means it's actually sung twice. Okay, so we'll skip that, but we'll just go right into the alto part. Oh, so, okay, so do give thanks. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ His Son. Okay, so this last 2 bars over here, okay, is the one that needs to be it needs to be put a little bit more attention to, okay, because kind of unusual. Okay, so let's just focus on this bit here. Okay, so from here, so la, so do, okay, so la, because He's la la fa mi so, because He's given Jesus Christ. Okay, so la is supposed to so la ti, but so la te, so te Christ, then His, then it T. Remember, we mentioned this on a few occasions. Okay, in Western music notation, modern Western music notation, okay, the accidental, okay, only applies within the bar, okay, and the bar is of course the bit of the stave where it's marked by the 2 between 2 lines. Okay, you can see my cursor. Okay, so this bar only applies the bar, so it's te te, and it goes beyond the bar. It goes back to a T. Te 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 T. All right. So because why is there F natural? Because this is the key of G, right? So there's actually supposed to be an F sharp. Okay, this is F. Okay, so it's supposed to be originally a F sharp. Okay, so by doing an F natural, it actually goes down a semitone. So instead of T, is te. Okay, so te, te, T. Okay, so F, F, F sharp. Okay, in the following bar. Right? Okay, enough of the technical terms. Yeah, let's try again, just from the because is given. Do, la, la, fa, mi, la. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Because He's given Jesus Christ His Son. Yes, all right. Okay, let's take it from the second line. Already from the top of the page. Okay, let's check our page. Oh, so 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Yes, okay, just one more time. Okay, for the benefit of the altos. Okay, because a little bit more than usual. So, do, so, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Yes, excellent. All right. Okay, and then the tenors. Do, mi, give thanks, mi, so. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Okay, so you mirror the sopranos, okay, in the sense that, hey, for this second last note on the page, okay, it's 2 quavers instead of a crotchet. Okay, so except the sopranos goes re do re, and you are fa mi fa. Okay, His Son. Right. So once more from the top of the page. Do, mi. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Okay, so fa mi re, ti re do ti, grateful heart. Re mi, give thanks. To do mi do, thanks to the Holy One. Okay, one more time from the top of the page. Do, mi, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given. Okay, so be careful of this. Okay, where you come back to a do. The do, fa, fa, do. Okay, fa, fa, do, mi. Okay, because He's given. Okay, when it goes up and it comes back down and goes up again. Okay, one more time from the second line. Do, mi, give thanks. Yeah, give thanks because give thanks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. That's right. One more time for the second line. Mi, do. Okay. Give thanks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. That's right. Okay, once again from the top of the page. Me, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. That's right. Okay, apologize. I think previously I kind of misled you. We were singing re do instead of mi do. Okay, apologize for that. Okay, the bases. Do. Ooh. Do, give thanks. 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Okay, so similar to the altos, okay, you have the te, okay, the F natural over there. Okay, so one more time. To give thanks with a grateful heart. Okay, 1, 2, go. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Okay, so be careful. So it's do te te so. All right. Okay, just one more time for the sake of the basis. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Yes, that's right. Okay, so we'll skip the next page, just to repeat. All right, and we go to the next part of the verse. Okay, sopranos. Misa, and now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Okay. So it's the interval here. So, do, re, mi, fa. Okay, then fa, ti, do, re, mi. Okay, the so, do, then fa, ti. All right, and then mi, because of what the mi, la, ti, do, re. All right, so you notice the series of the fifth and then the augmented fourth and then followed by another fifth. Okay, so there's quite a nice writing there by Smith. Okay, let's try again one more time. Do, mi, so. 1, 2, 3. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. Okay, and we'll just go ahead. Okay, it's actually essentially the same melody, same music, same notes. Okay, except of course the lyrics are different. So the go. And now let the sick say I am whole. Let the bound say I am free because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes, that's right. Okay, let's go back to the altos. Do, ti. Okay, so it's like with T. So previously, okay, you ended with T, right? Okay, so just remember the same note. So te, te, ti. And now, okay, so it's a little bit different, huh? When you put it together, it might sound a little bit awkward to some of us, okay, but just trust in the musical notes themselves, okay. So T, T, as now let the weak say I am strong, okay. T, 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 la, Ti, do, re. Do, ti, la, so. Okay. Do, ti, la, ti, do. Ti, la, ti, do, re. Okay, strong. Okay, again from the top of the line. T, 1, 2, 3. And now let the weak say I am strong. Okay, re, do, ti, let the poor say ti, ra, so, 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 ti, so. Okay, let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Okay, so again, similarly, hey, you have that te followed by the t. Okay, so once more from here. Do, re, ro, let the poor say. Okay, ti, la, so, ti, so, re, do, ti, so, ti, so. Okay, so let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. All right. So let's take it in tempo without stopping. From here. Ti, do, ti. 1, 2, 3. As now, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. Okay, so la ti, so la ti, so la te te ti. Right? Okay, so that's a little bit more unusual for the altos. Okay, let's just go through once more with the new lyrics. I mean, the rest of the lyrics. Do, ti, 1, 2, 3. As now, let the sick say, I am whole. Let the bound say, I am free, because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. All right. Okay, now, okay, the tennis. Do, mi, so. All right, so there's a whole stretch of so there in preparation for your la. Okay, the E. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. All right. So, okay. Now I'm beginning to suspect. Okay, let me just check quickly. Okay, never mind. Right. So the first one was actually my mistake. I mean, for the tenors. Okay. Now in this case, okay. I believe it could be a typo on the part of the there's paperless hymnal creators. Okay, but according to the Praise for the Lord, the hard copy, okay, this is supposed to be a so. Okay, apologize for that, and you can actually hear that in our rendition. So la la, then la la, so fa 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 mi. All right. So we will just use that version instead of this one. Okay, so fa 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 mi. Right. Okay, apologize for that. Okay, so from the top of the page. So 1, 2, 3. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. All right. So this is where the true tenors will relish. Okay, because perfectly in your perfectly comfortable range. One who's stretched over there. Okay, and that's where we can really sing and shine. Okay, and okay, the next one. Okay, which is similar except the words are different. Do, mi, so. 1, 2, 3. And now let the sick say, I am whole. Let the bound say, I am free because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I mean, even though the notes are relatively simple, but everything is up there. Okay, so the true tenor will relish in that. Okay, now let's go back to the basses. All right, so basses, you have actually quite a rare occasion where you actually go up to a D, all right? And it's not your solo line. So hey, for those full basses, you just got to belt it out over there. All right, let's try that. Do, mi, so. Okay, so now instead of, okay, you are kind of unusual, okay, because while the rest of the team has a crotchet, okay, you actually have two quavers, okay. Hands now, okay, so far me, okay. Hands now, let the weak la, so, sorry, mi, la. Okay, let the weak say I am strong. Okay, la, re, la, ti, do, re. Okay, la, ti, do, re. La, ti, do, re. Okay, la, re. Okay, one more time. So far me go. Hands down, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Okay, so yeah, again, echoing what the altos are saying, right? The F natural there. Okay. Do, te, so. Okay, the second line. So I am rich. Ready, go. I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's take it from the top of the page. Okay, without stopping. Do, mi, so, fa, mi. 1, 2, 3. Hands up, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Okay, and we carry on. Okay, similar, just the different notes. So go. Hands down, let the sick say I am whole. Let the bound say I am free because of what the Lord has done for us. Yes, that's right. Okay, and then finally the kind of like the coda section. Okay, which is fairly straightforward. Okay, the sopranos, you have basically just one whole line of those. Give thanks. Okay, ready, go. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Yes. Okay. So just remember just to hold onto your note. Okay, especially for the song leaders. Okay, and then to give them the appropriate cue. All right. So at this juncture, okay, you notice that of course the altos and the tenors have different kind of articulation. So you might want to, or rather arrangement. So you might want to, kind of give them a little bit clearer cue on that. Right. So what I mean, let me go through the alto part. Do, la, la, so. Okay. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Okay, so in fact, yeah, the song leaders might even want to just break off in two, right? So give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Okay, so just to give a little bit more clearer direction to the altos and to the tenors as well. Okay, so tenors, okay, you have the similar motive, rhythmic motive as the altos. Do, fa, fa, mi. Okay, so the altos goes So do, so la, and then you do mi fa mi. All right, let's try that. Fa, give. 1, 2, 3. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Right. So I would depend, on the altos and the tenors at this part, to give the additional boost, right? Even as the rest of you, first, it's almost like a call and answer kind of pattern, right? Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Okay, I can almost imagine, let's say if you are in a kind of like in a fellowship, or even a kind of a church camp environment, and you manage to separate the sopranos and the basses together and the alto tenors, you can kind of like a call and answer thing, after, and I think that's a perfectly proper thing to do, even as we consider the what part of the reason of singing, as teaching and admonishing one another. And sometimes I feel that maybe we should have a little bit more eye contact, one with another, even as we're singing. All right, so maybe something for us to think about. Anyway, okay, so that is the tenor part. Okay, one more time. Sorry, I kind of distracted you. So far, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. All right. Okay, basses. Okay, similar to our soprano. You have just one whole line of those. Okay, except that towards the end, all right. So for those who are not just able to hit the low G, okay, you have the option to remain on the high G, the same G. Okay, let's try that. Okay, same note. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. All right. Okay, all give thanks. Just hold on to the do. Okay, as with the sopranos. All right, so there we have it. Give Thanks, written by Henry Smith. Okay, it's certainly a very simple and yet beautiful writing, and equally beautiful melody there. Okay, that and as I mentioned, even gives some opportunity, for a little bit of interaction, in the spirit of teaching and admonishing one another. Okay, so before we end, as usual, we will sing the hymn once through.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because His given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because His given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the sick say, I am whole. Let the bound say, I am free, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks.
Yes, indeed, we ought to give thanks because the Lord has been gracious, the Lord has been wonderful. And certainly, even as we look forward to 2022, we certainly have a lot to be grateful for, and we certainly continue to hope and pray for God's blessings, even as this world and our local immediate environment is still grappling with the pandemic. And so we need to be continually grateful for God's blessings, in spite of the challenges that we face. And we know that He will not suffer us to be tempted beyond what we are able, but always find a way for escape. All right, so thank you once again so much for your kind attention this evening. I hope it has been not be too disruptive because of the of our porting over to a YouTube channel. Okay, I thought this is a little bit more accessible to more people. Okay, so this will be the manner. And if you notice as well, our worship service this morning has also been streamed through YouTube channel. Okay, and this will be the way that will be done. Okay, for at least for this rest of this year and in the foreseeable future, unless otherwise noted or changed. Okay, so as it is, right, we are still having online services streamed, and of course, as mentioned, starting this year, streamed via our YouTube channel. Okay, so please go to our YouTube channel at Jurong Church of Christ. Okay, and click subscribe and notifications, and so that you'll be updated with our latest posts. Okay, this will be the same as with our Motivating Monday as well as Tuesday tips. Okay, which where new episodes will be at 8 a.m. on Monday and Tuesdays. All right, so do stay tuned via our YouTube channel. The link will also be shared on our Facebook as well. Okay, for those who are more familiar or adept at the Facebook channel. Okay, and yeah, the only change that so far this year that has been kind of taken place, well, I say only, I mean, the other change is the fact that we actually have moved to partial in-person Bible class on Sunday afternoon. Okay, Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. Okay, Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. Right, the senior Bible classes as well as the foundation and the teen class will be held in person, partial in person, at the church building at 120 Boon Lay Drive. Okay, I say partial is because okay, we do have a number limitation. Okay, each class is only limited to 50, and in fact, much less for the foundation as well as the teenage class. All right, so if you would like to join us, okay, for our in-person Bible class at 4 p.m. on Sunday, please do let us know so that we can make arrangements. Okay, because we really hate to turn it away if for some reason the numbers are oversubscribed. Okay, because we do have to follow government guidelines. All right, so please let us know, and we will definitely make arrangements so that we can accommodate you. Okay, especially if you are visiting us. All right, and if of course the virtual channel is still available. Okay, so all of the classes will still be streamed virtually through their respective Zoom classes. All right, so again, whether you like to join us in person or you like to join us online, just let us know and we will give you the details how to go about doing so. All right, so thank you once again for joining me this evening. I hope this has been beneficial. Once again, this is Singing Sunday brought to you by the Jurong Church of Christ. My name is Paul Goh. Very, very happy and honored to be sharing this channel. And I hope that this year I will continue to be able to put up more beneficial content for you. And please, all right, feel free to drop a comment in our comment section if you'd like to see something else to be done or some improvements to be made. We would like to hear your feedback. All right, thank you so much again for your kind attention, and I hope that you have a great week ahead. Thank you and good night.